Today's curiosities are about the patron saint of sailors, Saint Peter González or Saint Elmo. Here are 11 curiosities about him. 11. Origin and name. Friar Peter González, also known as Pedro Gonçalves, was a Dominican venerated in Portugal and Galicia. His name and its variants reflect the linguistic and devotional tradition of the region. He was born in 1190 in Spain, in the city of Framista, in the region of Palencia. From a distinguished family, he studied at the University of Palencia, now the University of Salamanca, was ordained a priest, and joined the Dominican order. As a friar, he held the post of military chaplain, a position where his gift of oratory caught the attention of King Ferdinand III, who summoned him to his court. As the king's confessor, he encouraged him to renounce hostilities against the Andalusia region, and accompanied him on the campaign to conquer Córdoba and Seville. He consecrated the mosques of the conquered cities as churches. Upon returning from the campaign, he left the court to preach in Asturias and Galicia. It was during this period of his life that popular tradition attributed various miracles to him, particularly those related to the lives of fishermen and sailors in Galicia, to whom he reportedly dedicated much of his preaching work. Among these, it is said that while preaching in Bayona, a storm disrupted his homily. Following the example of Jesus Christ, according to the Gospels, Peter González commanded the wind and the other elements to cease, bringing calm. He was appointed prior of the convent of Guimarães in Portugal, where he counted among his friars Goncalo of Amarante. In the 16th century in Portugal, he was often referred to as Pedro Gonçalves, a form confirmed by historical records and literary works of the time, such as those of Gil Vicente. Devotion to Friar Pedro Gonçalves was particularly strong in the Diocese of Tué and the province of Mijo, where he was revered as holy body, especially among navigators and seafarers. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, subscribe so you don't miss any curiosities about the saints. 10. Religious life and the order of preachers. Friar Peter González had a religious life deeply influenced by the ideals of the order of preachers. This order, known as the Dominicans, was founded by Saint Dominic in the early 13th century with the primary goal of preaching the Christian faith and combating heresies spreading across Europe. Friar Peter González became a prominent member of this order, known for his eloquence and spiritual fervor. Peter González's religious life was marked by his intense dedication to preaching. He traveled through various regions, spreading the doctrines of the Christian faith and seeking to convert unbelievers and heretics. The order of preachers emphasized rigorous study and theological training for its members, and Friar Peter stood out for his ability to communicate the complex truths of faith in an accessible and inspiring manner to the people. In addition to his preaching skills, Friar Peter González was recognized for performing numerous miracles. These miracles not only reinforced his reputation for holiness but also served as powerful testimonies to the power of the faith he proclaimed. The stories of his miracles spread, contributing to his veneration in both Portugal and Galicia. 9. Documented miracles. Friar Peter's miracles were widely documented by his contemporaries. One of the most notable records is the narrative of 126 cases compiled by Dom Gil Pérez of Cervera, Bishop of Tué. This document, written in Latin, highlights Friar Peter's spiritual influence in the Tué and Mijo regions. The collection includes detailed information, such as the names of those benefited by the miracles, their places of origin, and, in some cases, the witnesses who confirmed the veracity of the events. The miracles described range from curing lepers and the crippled to extraordinary events, often considered as graces. Although some narratives may seem exaggerated, the sincerity of the people involved cannot be entirely questioned. A specific example includes a man from Vigo promising to offer a wax hand in gratitude for a cure. This document is of great historical value, providing deep insight into medieval pilgrimages in the Iberian Peninsula and the popular devotion to Friar Peter. The narratives indicate that, after his death, Friar Peter continued to be a figure of devotion, attracting pilgrims from various locations seeking his miraculous blessings. Leave your prayer request in the comments so that Saint Peter González can intercede for it before God. 8. Devotion of mariners. The devotion of mariners to Friar Peter González, also known as Saint Elmo, is deeply rooted in maritime history. Friar Peter is especially venerated during storms at sea, being invoked as the protector of sailors. His association with maritime protection is so strong that there are numerous historical accounts of sailors witnessing his apparition on the masts of ships during storms. These accounts not only reinforced Friar Peter's reputation as a protector of sailors but also solidified his figure as a patron saint of the sea. The devotion of mariners to him is evidenced by the frequent invocation of his intercession in moments of danger at sea. It is believed that faith in Friar Peter González's protection is a crucial element for the safety and well-being of sailors on the high seas. 7. The miracle of the oil. The miracle of the oil associated with Friar Peter González is a significant event in his devotion among sailors. The miracle refers to the phenomenon where oil was reported to emanate from his tomb. This oil was considered miraculous and was seen as a sign of Friar Peter's divine intercession in favor of mariners. The most famous episode involving the oil occurred when a ship's captain, impressed by the miracle's accounts, decided to visit Friar Peter's tomb. Witnessing the oil flowing from the sepulchre firsthand, the captain saw this as a clear sign of the saint's heavenly protection over sailors. The presence of the miraculous oil not only reinforced Friar Peter's reputation as a powerful saint who intercedes for sailors in times of danger but also solidified his position as a patron saint of the sea. 6. The miracle of the fallen sailor. The miracle of the fallen sailor is a powerful narrative illustrating the miraculous intercession of Friar Peter González in favor of mariners. This specific miracle recounts the story of a sailor who fell from the top of a mast during a furious storm at sea. According to the accounts, while the sailor was in imminent danger due to the fall, Friar Peter miraculously appeared. The saint intervened to save the sailor, ensuring his safety and protection in a moment of extreme vulnerability. This event not only saved the sailor's life but also strengthened the belief in Friar Peter's ability to act as a divine guardian of sailors. The miracle of the fallen sailor is widely celebrated within maritime tradition as a testament to Friar Peter González's active presence in the lives of those who face the perils of the sea. This episode further reinforced the image of Friar Peter as a dedicated protector of sailors, whose intercession is invoked in times of calamity on the ocean. 5. Cultural representations. The cultural representations of the sailor's devotion to Friar Peter González are widely evidenced in various literary and cultural works. A notable example is found in the work Trump of Winter by Gil Vicente, a 16th-century Portuguese playwright. In this work, Gil Vicente vividly portrays the sailor's faith in Friar Peter during storms at sea. The play highlights how sailors invoked the saint as their protector and divine intercessor during moments of danger. Gil Vicente's representation not only reflects the popular devotion to Saint Elmo among sailors but also emphasizes the spiritual and emotional importance of having a heavenly guardian amidst the ocean's adversities. Besides Gil Vicente, other forms of art and literature have also captured the sailor's devotion to Friar Peter González over the centuries. Paintings, sculptures, and historical accounts frequently depict him as a patron saint of the sea, symbolizing protection, safety, and hope for those who face the perils of the waters. 4. Shrines and festivities. The shrine dedicated to Friar Peter González at the Chapel of Our Lady of Grace, later known as Holy Body, in Lisbon is a place of great veneration and historical importance. The tradition of devotion to Saint Elmo at this location dates back centuries, when a miraculous image of the saint was venerated there. The Chapel of Our Lady of Grace became a pilgrimage center for those seeking Saint Elmo's intercession, especially sailors and people connected to the sea. The miraculous image of Friar Peter was seen not only as a symbol of protection for sailors but also as a gathering point for Lisbon's maritime community, which convened there during times of festivities and religious celebrations. The festivities dedicated to Saint Elmo at this shrine generally include processions, special masses, and other liturgical activities honoring the saint's life and deeds. These events not only strengthen the devotees' faith but also keep alive the cultural and spiritual tradition associated with Saint Elmo as a protector and intercessor of sailors. 3. Identity and recognition. The biography of Friar Peter González, written by Antonino of Florence and later translated by Friar Diogo of Rosary, played a crucial role in solidifying his identity as a venerated saint whose influence transcended his own life. Popularly known as Saint Elmo, Friar Peter is celebrated not only for his religious virtues but also for his supposed miracles and posthumous apparitions. The biography written by Antonino of Florence provides a detailed account of his life, highlighting his religious devotion, his life of sacrifice and service to the needy, and his virtues as a man of faith. The later translation by Friar Diogo of Rosary allowed Friar Peter's story and teachings to reach a broader audience, contributing to the spread of his devotion and veneration. After his death, reports of miracles attributed to Saint Elmo multiplied, especially among sailors and those who faced dangers at sea. Accounts of the saint's appearances in critical moments, such as during storms, were frequently recorded, reinforcing his reputation as a divine protector of sailors. The persistence and continuity of devotion to Saint Elmo over the centuries demonstrate not only his importance within the Christian tradition but also his role in the cultural and religious identity of sea-connected communities. 2. Legacy and spiritual influence. The spiritual legacy of Friar Peter González transcends his own life and continues to exert significant influence to this day. His devotion and veneration are especially notable among sailors and those who face the dangers of the sea, where he is invoked as a divine protector in times of need. The devotion to Saint Elmo among sailors is rooted in historical accounts of miracles attributed to him, especially during storms at sea. Sailors over the centuries have reported supposed apparitions of the saint, perceiving his intervention as a sign of divine protection in the face of maritime dangers. These experiences have strengthened the belief in Saint Elmo's ability to intercede on behalf of those facing adverse conditions on the ocean. In addition to miraculous narratives, pilgrimages to shrines dedicated to Saint Elmo, such as the Chapel of Our Lady of Grace, Holy Body in Lisbon, continue to attract devotees seeking spiritual comfort and protection. Festivities dedicated to the saint also perpetuate his memory and reaffirm his position as a patron saint of the sea. His liturgical day is celebrated on April 15th. The legacy of Friar Peter González is not limited to the physical protection of sailors but also encompasses a lasting spiritual impact. His life dedicated to religious service and his reputation as a powerful intercessor have strengthened his influence among the faithful over the centuries. 1. Death and canonization. On April 15, Easter of 1246, he passed away during a pilgrimage to St. James of Compostela. He is buried in the Cathedral of Tours. He was beatified by Pope Innocent IV in 1254, and Pope Benedict XIV confirmed his cult and proceeded with his canonization on December 13, 1714. His veneration was officially recognized by the Catholic Church, solidifying his status as one of the patron saints of sailors. And that's the end of another story full of curiosities. Don't forget to leave in the comments which saints' curiosities you would like to see here on the channel. See you in the next story.